Help if I turn the mic on. There's always a slight... I always mess up just the slightest bit. That just enough to piss me the frig off. Oh well. I'll get it eventually. You would think after a year, it's been just over... Has it been? I don't think it's been quite a year yet. So... Oh, this fucking screw on my desk. Ugh. So, how you been? It's getting real. I've packed 2 boxes now. What the hell? Sorry. Allergies are messing with my throat, and it's been hell today. It sucks. I didn't know you had to... You get allergies in the winter? From what? But I had a couple things I wanted to talk about today, but something just popped up that really is pissing me off. So, we'll go ahead and take a peek at that quick. Because, let me see. Forgot to turn the deck on. Come on, load, deck load. So, things have been interesting. And I realized that apparently Rhode Island, well, I didn't realize it. My realtor, my representative rather, told me that, yeah, but I don't know what I'm allergic to, dude. That's the problem. So, I apologize, comics. This is probably going to piss you right the hell off, but pissed me off, so you're welcome. Allergies suck. Hey, Rooski, how you doing? Papa, how you doing, brother? Good to see you guys in chat. See you in chat. Oh, jeez. So, we've got an interesting story today. You guys know I've been bouncing back and forth as to what I was going to talk about. When I was telling you in Discord, and this just popped up. So I figure let's go ahead and take a peek at this stupidity for a minute. 'Cause holy crap, you guys, this is insane. Read that freaking title. I mean, seriously? I mean, look, literally, it just popped up. This is Daily Caller. So, yeah, I paid for it. I've got a thing for Daily Caller. So, is it not showing me? Do you guys not see me? I don't see me. What the hell? Oh, well. So dumb. So dumb. There's always a mess up somewhere. And I'm not going to do it while I'm on the thing with you guys. There was a thing last week. My little box was there. Now where the did it go? Alright, so we have an incompetent freaking general that said that, let's see. Well, first he said he recommended against shooting it down to protect the safety of people on the ground. Hey, Shiloh, how you doing? Good to see ya in the chat. Good to see you in the chat. I apologize, my little box isn't there. It vanished. Don't know what happened. It wouldn't be... Yeah, it wouldn't be me live if there wasn't at least one mess up in this frickin' thing. Anyway, This jackass says that don't shoot it down to protect the safety of people on the ground. How about protecting the safety of the entire fucking country? Then on here he says, hold on, I gotta scroll down. Look. Check this out. Excuse me, what the hell? And okay, so it's been happening a lot, and once the balloon was detected, the government acted immediately to protect against the collection of sensitive information. How enough are you going to do that? I know how big those frickin' Minuteman sites are. I guarded them. They're being huge. It's in the whole area of the frickin'... It's in a whole giant area of a state. Shoot the fucking thing down, you stupid, inept moron! Yeah, I know, comics. One of them got raided recently. Yeah, Shiloh, that makes me feel good. I posted it before Timcast. Ha! I'm that good sometimes. Says the person that doesn't have her little box on the bottom with her freaking face in it. Anyway. Look at this. The technology carried by the balloon is not revolutionary. Excuse the hell out of me. They've got friggin' satellites up there with shit that can see. What makes you think they're not going to put it on a friggin' balloon? If they want to see shit, they're going to see shit. You people, meaning them, not us. You're right, Ruski. They're acting like this. They're freaking morons. An enlisted veteran can see how stupid this is. And you're a general, a supposed freaking... This is just... I mean... What the hell? This is absolutely... Secretary of Defense. He should be called a freaking useless... Never mind. I'm not going to say it. But... This is... You got this here. U.S. Minuteman III nuclear missiles are stored there. In the being state of Montana and North Dakota... and elsewhere. Why is this thing not shot down? They even said, I didn't watch it, Shiloh, sorry. I was actually out at the VA wasting time trying to get blood work done. Queenie! Hey! How you doing? Today was a shit show. So... It says on here that they continue to track and monitor it closely. What the hell's that going to do? If you're not going to shoot the fucking thing down. Shoot it down, you stupid... This is freaking incomprehensible. That if we had Trump or somebody else that actually had the fucking spine... as the president right now, this shit would not be happening. Putin, I call him Putin because he stinks, wouldn't have even thought about invading freaking the corrupt country of Ukraine. So, what the hell? This, Ruski, you said it. And I gotta say, I gotta laugh. Every time I say Ruski. Yes, agreed, Ruski. There's a lot of crap going on Twitter right now that says, who do you support? Trump or DeSantis? The hell? You asking on Twitter. What the hell do you care? I'm not gonna answer you. You're a freaking retard. I don't know who you are. I'm gonna support whoever actually is running for the office of the president. DeSantis is not. he said, and I quote, "I'm not done with Florida yet." So, stop trying to bash the man in there. He hasn't even said that he's running. But yet we've got what's her face? Oh no. What the hell? What's her face? Yeah. I'm working on getting an actual thing together, put together comics to see if I can do something specifically on that. And oh man, just seriously, what the hell? Allergies suck, guys. Ugh. No, not AOC. What's her name? She just said that she was. What's her name? Used to be. No, not those jackasses. Hold on. I put down female running for president. Only one so far. Nikki Haley! That's her fucking name. Jeez. Just like, duh. It's just like, Nikki Haley. No, that was not the squad. I'm talking about who's running for president. Nikki Haley put herself in to run for president. Whoopie-doo. I don't think she's got the needed cojones, to be honest. Not to be... Okay, that was to be funny. Sorry if you're watching this and not regular, like, ground crew. Sorry, but not sorry. I don't think she's got it. I don't think she can be a good president. Now, Trump or DeSantis, remember, DeSantis is not running, so would everybody stop throwing his name all over the place and just wait to see what he's gonna fucking do? He's got a freaking destroyed freaking state right now. No idiot worth his salt would leave when there's... the freaking beach. Fort Myers is destroyed. The beach is gone. He's not going to run for president when he's got a whole freaking state that is still trying to build itself back up, at least to a point where it's livable. There's not even livable... Hold on, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this for you guys because I want to show you. I've got... my best friend lives there. You guys know her. She's... Melanie, you'll see her. Hopefully. If not, it's fine. But I'm gonna... Fort Myers destruction. Alright, no, I don't want an effing... No, I want whatever's... upload date. Okay. So,
today is a bit different. Normally I'm touring these beautiful...
All right, hold on a sec. All right. Hit play, dum-dum.
Today is a bit different. Normally I'm touring these beautiful homes and showcasing all the beauty around me, but I am going to take you on a little tour of what the hurricane did here in Florida. So you know. It's really devastating, and prayers to all the people that were impacted from this. So just wanted to show you the aftermath of what people are going through here in the Fort Myers Beach area. So if this is the first time on the channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate you joining us. Please be sure to hit that like button and bell notification. You can get instant access. All right, let's go.
Just because this is her video that she did.
storms went into the ocean
Fort
and
Myers.
has just
Look at
caused
this.
so much damage across this Fort Myers area. So
DeSantis is not going to run for president when he's got this going on. And this is just Fort Myers. The island, the bridge washed out. They had to have the freaking Army Corps of Engineers put freaking bridges there that they used to cross rivers when they're deployed. Those freaking unfoldable bridges. I forget what they're fucking called. But look at this. People need to quit.
It actually is just so sad to see, because you're so used to seeing coast to coast of beautiful water and beautiful beaches, and now all you can see are the remains here. Here we are at Fort Myers Beach. This is just one of the areas that was just completely
3 days ago
destroyed from the hurricane. So we wanted to go over here and show you this area, which is so crazy. But there are
house.
Just, as you can see in the distance,
house.
just
look at that. No windows, roof gone. People need to stop with saying, oh, DeSantis 2024. Let him get his work done in Florida. If he's even worth half a shit, he's not going to freaking run for office until Florida is taken care of, just like he said. I'm not done with Florida yet. That's what he said. I'm going on what he said. So stop putting your hopes on freaking DeSantis. Let the man do his work.
Stairs.
Look at what he's dealing with.
Right?
And look at what
The
these
home
poor
has been
people are dealing with. Still!
destroyed, and you've got just the stairway right here in the center. So I don't know if you can
it's
see
stairs.
that.
Not even
I'm gonna
connected
kinda
to
walk up
anything.
here a little bit. But there you have it.
And this is sad for me to see, because I grew up in this area and this is such a beautiful place, right? And then now that I'm back looking at Mother Nature, it is very sad to see it.
Yeah, it's sad.
So I mean, you can just see some of these areas, the debris, and just the homes have
look
been
at that.
completely
It's on both
destroyed.
sides. It's not just
so
the one side.
we're gonna do some videos and showcase some of the footage here. But
Okay, so
yeah,
it's
this
only
is
6
just
minutes,
complete
so I'm gonna see if I can find
devastation
y'all another
here, located in Fort Myers
Look
Beach.
at that
So
gorgeous house.
pray for Florida. To the winds, and of course all the rain that came down. So the storm surges and essentially hit these coastal areas and just ripped everything to pieces. So this is definitely something that is going
Somebody
to
walks
take,
out
like
that
I said,
door,
a
they're gonna
really
be-
significant
they're gonna
amount of
fucking die. Did you see that?
the footage here. But yeah, this is just complete devastation here, located
Right there. See that
in,
door?
Fort Myers
And that
Beach.
door,
So
somebody walks out there, they're
pray
gonna
for
die.
Florida. To the
No
winds and of
stairs.
course all the rain that came down. So the storm surges and essentially hit these coastal areas and just ripped everything to pieces. So
See? Look at this. Yeah, Queenie, I remember that too. I had just left Louisiana when that happened. I had just left when I was in Shreveport for like a year and a half before shit happened. But third world country, that is a good way of putting this, because I mean, these are
this is definitely
homes.
something that is going to take, like I said, a really significant amount of time to be able to get back underway. So rumor has it that over 8,000 homes and another 63 to 68,000 homes in Cuba were also damaged from it. So I mean, record-breaking numbers here on the amount of people and families that were impacted from this. So driving through the area, we're just so used to seeing everyone out biking and walk.
Wait, look at that. That's freaking stilts for a house, and the house isn't even there anymore. Drop the DeSantis 2024 shit. Let the man finish what he's doing. If I'm wrong, I'll feel like an idiot. That's fine. I'm wrong. But I don't think I am. He said long before the hurricane happened that he's not done with Florida. And now with this shit, nobody worth their frigging salt would up and leave when their state is in this kind of a
the area
state.
We're just so used to seeing everyone out, biking and, walking or rollerblading. And now this is really the aftermath of what we see. So it's just really a sad thing.
Too.
And, we want to spend a lot of time just really praying for all of the families that have been impacted and, hoping that Florida will be restored here very soon. One of the things that I love so much about Florida is the beautiful beaches and the warm weather. I've had an opportunity to come to this great state for the last 16 years as my husband actually moved to Florida when he was 18 years of age. So this is kind of like the home away from home for us. So, coming back here, especially most recently after Hurricane Ian hit, has just been really devastating. So, Hurricane Ian was actually the second deadliest storm that has struck the U.S. since behind Hurricane Katrina, which was in 2005. So this deadly hurricane, numbers say they killed at least 150 plus people. However, just listening to a lot of people that are from this part of Florida, they think the numbers are much greater. So it's just so sad.
There's still people that
it actually made its initial landfall as a Category 3 storm, and that was in Cuba. And then came over into the Fort Myers area, which is what this video is showing, on September 28th. And at that point, it was actually a Category 4. As you can see, there's not many 4 category storms that have ever hit.
You guys, look at that pile.
8th, and at that point, it was actually a Category 4. As you can see, there's not many.
That was a building. You guys, that was a building. I wish DeSantis would not DeSantis. I wish people would stop just throwing DeSantis out there. DeSantis this, DeSantis that. Let the man get the friggin' work done. He's not going anywhere until this is friggin' rectified, taken care of. All the people. I doubt very much that he is that much of a jackass that he would just up and scoot. Because this is going to take quite a few more. I mean, I would give like a handful, 5 more years at least, to get all of this crap. It's still not even really cleaned up. There's only small bits of it that are cleaned up. That people are doing it themselves. Because what he's got going on right now is, now I know all of this because I was initially, when I was moving to Cape Coral, which is like Cape Coral's here, Fort Myers is here. And there's water in between them. A little bit of water. That's it. So I was all up looking in this because I was like, well, shit. I had already planned on moving there because that's where my best friend's from. And then this shit happened. So I was like, well, I guess nature got it out of its system before I got there. That's cool. But this is not cool. And now you got the Chinese people Chinese government, my bad. Sorry, didn't mean to flip you off. Chinese government sending frickin' balloons. And Austin, like a jackass, is sitting on his thumb and spinning instead of shooting the fucking thing down. This is insanity. Insanity. Look at it.
4 category storms that have ever hit in the U.S., but this one was actually ruled a Category 4, and the winds were sustained at over 150.
Jeez, look at that. Look at all that concrete. Oh,
5 miles per hour. So you can see just the drastic damage that it caused to this part of Florida. So this here is Fort Myers Beach, and Fort Myers Beach is known for all of the beautiful old hotels that have been in here for such a very long period of time, and just really amazing little stores and restaurants and shopping and ice cream parlors.
See, Queenie, you just said it. You guys haven't recovered from 2021. It's still messed up. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at these boat boats that were washed. These are boats on top of boats. This is just 3 days ago that this was posted. 3 days.
And I mean, everything has been taken down.
Not even
now all you see is piles of debris and all the remains from these buildings. So a few weeks back, when my brother and sister-in-law were coming through this area, they said it was just so sad.
Look at that. Look at that. That's a friggin'... Is that a roof? Look at that. That's...
Bad as you could see piles and piles of mattresses and, appliances and just things that, normal day-to-day living, and everything is gone. A lot of the things actually went out to, the Gulf of Mexico. So.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was that. So. That's basically the long and the short of it. I'm giving DeSantis the benefit of the doubt, and I'm holding him to his word that when he said, now this was, like I said, he said this months before the hurricane even happened, said, I'm not done with Florida yet. He is not gonna frickin' jump ship when he's got all of what you just saw that all the people in Florida in that area are dealing with. So I just wish people would stop. People get these ideas in their head and then they run with it, and then it gets like a meme. I actually was, when I was in college, I think this was 2003. It was one of my last classes before I graduated with my bachelor's. That class actually did a study on memes before memes were a thing. And I'm going to be honest, the first thing I thought about the class is what a stupid friggin' name. Memes. What the fuck? But it's basically a mind virus that once it's put out there, spreads like wildfire. And he was right. That instructor was frigging right, because it's exactly what happened. It was freaking insane how much I learned in that class actually ended up coming true. Hey, you alright? Hi, Ducky. Got Ducky down here. Ducky duck. What? What, you got some in your ear? Here, let me see. Gotta rub his ear. That was the noise. Better? Yeah, good boy. Want this one? He came in here because I'm animated. Very animated. That's his job. You good boy. Good boy. And the little taps are his toenails. Well, yeah, that it can be looked at like that, Shiloh, as memes are certain memes are satire or jokes and stuff like that, but there's other stuff. If you think about it, when the stuff happened to that poor kid from Covington, the high school kid, with the stolen valor Indian banging on the drum that was in his face, and he was smirking, and they put that out on the internet. That's why he got a whole hell of a lot of money, because people are fucking stupid, and generally speaking, don't come for me, because I'm not sure what you mean by that, comics. That's not gonna happen. Because unlike Trump, who can declassify, Biden was vice president and cannot. He has stuff from when he was a fucking senator. So, yeah. I don't know what you mean by Trump perp walk. Need you to... Yes. Timo, you're right. And a lot of the FEMA trailers, they put... From Katrina, they put those... Actually, there were FEMA trailers that they had people living in Barksdale for... before we got base housing. We actually lived in one. Holy shit. No, Shiloh. Because that box wasn't open, and I'm pretty sure I know what happened is that Pence said, oh, well, if this is the stuff that's going on, and Biden's got this stuff from all the way back when he was a senator, Pence said, you know what, let's go look just in case. And sure as shit, that's what happened. They found something. Didn't open it. Box was sealed. Just said, here you go. Found this. Didn't touch it. It's sealed. So, comics, I don't know why you're saying that. Why do you even think that? He's not going to get... That's not going to happen. Trump's not going to get arrested. Unless they fake something and he gets arrested, like they're doing to all of the people that are in fricking the DC gulag right now. So let's go ahead and let me see if I can get you a little... I got something for you on that, too. Nah. Oh, did y'all realize that we're stupid and that Hunter Biden finally admits that that's his laptop? Not like we didn't already know that or anything. Fucking idiot. Okay. So, I follow... Where's he at? No, not Hillbilly Kitchen. Where's he at? There it is. Cowboy Logic. Okay, let's go ahead and get a look at this. Nope, wrong thing. I need to make it big, dumbbells. How the frig do I make it big?
From
This is
Jeffrey.
on Rumble.
An inmate at the Washington.
Get ready for this one, y'all.
Detention
All right,
facility.
so let me give you the... Hey, Kristen! It's been a while since I've seen you. How are you doing? That's awesome. Good to see you. Yes, see you in the chat. Just in case somebody's like, oh, what do you mean see him? You can't see anybody. Somebody's always got to have something stupid to say. So, just trying to head him off the path, so to speak. This is Cowboy Logic. This guy's pretty cool. He's, and the guy that's in... He's actually calling from the DC jail, which is being referred to as the DC Gulag for obvious reasons. So I'm going to turn this up a little bit so you can hear it better.
To accept this call,
He might be unleashed.
0. To refuse this, your current balance is $17.16. This call is
There.
from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tel-Link.
Brother Jeffrey,
Yes, yes.
how are you doing, my friend? We have missed having you on, sir.
Always fired up and ready to give to those who are willing to listen.
Well, you got a barn full of them right now, brother.
Go for it.
You can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Gosh, man, I don't even know where to begin. I just changed attorneys. Seems my old attorney was working things behind my back without my knowledge and failed to observe anything. And you ever tell somebody the truth and they just look at you with a blank stare and think you're lying? Because that's about what it is. So I got a couple of new guys that are coming on board and willing to look at what I have been witnessing. to one and all out there, if you could see.
This guy's a Green Beret, Special Forces guy that got thrown in the gulag.
What I've been watching on video, and I've watched hundreds and hundreds of hours of body cam footage, I don't think there's an inch of that Capitol I haven't watched. And what I've witnessed are atrocities like you wouldn't even believe, committed by the NPD, committed by the...
That's Duke snoring. Where is he at? Oh, he's under the desk. I apologize for the snoring, but I'm not going to make him move because that's my baby.
The Capitol Police, provocateurs, undercover agents, and crisis actors up the yin-yang. I almost firmly believe that there were 2 to 3 crisis actors per 10 patriots that were there that day. And when you watch it, you can't believe it, and you have to go back and see it again. So, obviously, I've spotted quite a few of the people in the crowd. Spaghetti cord earbuds, two-way communication systems. You had the red tape crew, the yellow tape crew, the orange hat crew. All these guys would get together at one point and then spread out and control the population getting into the Capitol or breaking things or disruptions, assaulting police officers, because you had instigators, agitators, and motivators in the crowds. While people were just standing there, these guys would go to work and create more havoc. But on the backside of that, you also have the MPD team 54, 64, and 74. How do I know these numbers? Because I watched them on video. I'll throw out names all day long if you need to. Gosh, man, I can keep going.
You keep going.
Keep going.
You keep going, brother.
Say the
This is your
names.
time.
Yeah, man, and just like I told you guys before, with my eyes did I see the beating death of Roseanne Boylan, and they just talked about that on the War Room.
This is the older, I think she was in her 60s, lady that was beaten to death on the stairs.
What was that, today?
Today. Yeah, it was today.
They talked about it on the War Room, and they were showing images of that woman being beat to death. I watched with my eyes. I want to report a murder. God damn. Freaking with my own eyes did I see Morris, Powell, Hodges, and that sissy Fanone beating that woman to death. You see her standing there in defense, hands up. She goes down, hands are still up, and they just relentlessly beat that woman, still beating her lifeless body while the crowd was trying to regain, I misspoke, trying to administer CPR on that woman. Man, it just goes on. MPD creating violence, shooting people point blank with 40 millimeter grenade launchers, sting ball grenades, and the biggest actors in the MPD were Tao, Tyndall, Crispin, Haros, Kyoto, Bagshaw, Augustine, Smiley, Riley, and that Sergeant Riley guy, that dude was in it to win it, man, because...
This guy, he's dropping friggin' receipts. And yes, comics, I remember. You can verify it, I know, but I don't want to say anything because I don't want anybody coming after you.
He was beating anybody that got within Baton's reach. There was only one man that tried to bring calm to the situation, and that was Sergeant Edwards. Kept telling him to stop throwing things and shooting CS, because all it was doing was coming back on the police officers and killing their own line of people. Killing might be a little extreme, eliminating their own people. And like I said before, Captain Augustine is the direct cause for the fall of the West Terrace. He kicked a incendiary CS grenade all the way down a line of MPD officers, gassing anybody that didn't have a mask on. And I watched 37 officers walk off the field, and all the crowd did was step forward. Man, oh man, it just keeps going. Dude, who was ever in the control room of the Capitol watching everything on video was the manipulator of the crisis actors that were out there. I watched camera 0180, people, undercover agents, zip strip doors, MPD coming up with...
All right. You dropped out on me.
Might be they don't want him to be
Let me
speaking
know
too
if
much.
you can hear me.
Well, Kelly said they can hear. but sometimes it doesn't go out. The problem is...
Hold on.
There you go.
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you again. Hey,
Oh, okay.
hold on 1 second, Jeff. I want you to,
Yeah, man.
if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen, we got Jeff McCullough on here. We've had him on the show before, on the January 1st show. We had him on along with 15
Kristen.
other...
I wasn't watching the chat. I am... I'm glad that you're doing well and that you got through all that shit. Shiloh, that's a really good question. I'm going to put that out to you guys too, for anybody watching. Does anyone believe that with this new Congress, the January 6th prisoners might get some justice? I'm going to say I think possibly. But first, there's such a shit show. Where are they going to start from? I think that should be like their first thing that they should be doing. Or one of them. But comics, Queenie. I'd like to... Okay, so I'm a little bit more... Alright, so I'm not rose-colored glasses type, but I want to believe that they're going to do something. They can't let this stay this way. Because these guys have been in there for... Jeez. Well, let's...
political prisoners. But what's important for them to understand, for those of you that didn't see that show, Jeff, can you give them a brief thumbnail sketch of why everything you're saying you are an authority to be able to speak on?
I was born in 1965, you know, and like I told you before, I ran away from home when I was 15 and never went back. I joined the Army when I was 20. I was in 2nd Ranger Battalion for a little while, got out of that, and I ended up joining Special Forces for 10 years. I was in 3rd Group Special Forces, ODA 394 and 396 for you Army geeks out there. And after that, I got into contracting. So I was an independent contractor for the government, and the things that we were doing, because I was high threat mobile security, the exact same stuff that I was doing, I witnessed there on January 6th, man. And like I said before, who was ever controlling these people they were in the control booth watching them on video.
Yeah, I watched that, Dan Bongino, when he said that. We have a Department of Injustice.
On January 6th, man. And like I said before, who was ever controlling these people they were in the control booth watching them on video. Because I watched on one video, the camera panned back and forth as I was watching some things go down. And I was like...
Did you guys hear that? The camera was panning back and forth watching.
I witnessed there on January 6th, man. And like I said before, who was ever controlling these people they were in the control booth watching them on video. Because I watched on one video, the camera panned back and forth as I was watching some things go down. And I was like, holy moly, there's somebody in the control room watching this. There was a guy inside the Capitol. Where was that at? Was right into the camera. 7029 is the camera footage. This guy's all alone. He's pushing on the doors and pushing on the doors. And I'm watching him. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? You can't open those doors with an RPG. They're electronically sealed. He's pushing on the doors. He can't do it. He turns around, walks 5 feet, starts waving up at the camera, pointing to the doors, goes back over, and then just opens the doors back up.
I remember
was
that.
like, there's an actor. This guy is an actor and an active player, and somebody's controlling him, and they're all in the control booth, man. The whole thing was a setup, dude. You just got to slow down the video and watch it take place. It's shocking and mind-boggling that's called guerrilla warfare. That's guerrilla warfare at its finest, and they used our own people against us. Is what happened.
And you saw that overseas.
Huh?
You saw that firsthand in the work you did overseas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, doesn't he say that every time, Papa? He says that at the beginning of every one.
Yeah. Well, we wear the same earbuds. I use the same two-way communication systems. You are able to tell what somebody is doing. You have to see the action before the action takes place. So you're watching people do awkward things. They're not, and sometimes it's too fluid. And you're like, that's not right, that's not right. Just like on the eastern door of the terrace. A guy walks up, what is he wearing? 5'11" pants? Oh, backtrack. In my discovery alone, there is a weapon that was found on the ground, a 9mm Smith & Wesson, in the waistband holster with an extra magazine laying on the ground. Do you realize...
Did you guys hear that? I'm going to rewind so you can hear that.
Or the terrace. A guy walks up. What is he wearing? 5'11" pants? Oh, backtrack. In my discovery alone, there is a weapon that was found on the ground, a 9mm Smith & Wesson, in the waistband holster with an extra magazine laying on the ground. Do you realize how hard it is to get an in the waistband holster out with the weapon and somehow lose it on the ground with an extra magazine? No, that's called a drop weapon. All right, and they wanted somebody to pick that gun up and start shooting, but Captain Bagshaw saw it on the ground and picked it up. How do I know his name? Because I watched his body cam footage. He picks it up, looks at it, sticks it in his pocket along with the extra magazine, and then takes it to one of the supervisors, and the gun was never heard from again. Weren't they looking for the smoking gun or weapons in the crowd? They're like, it was an armed insurrection. But somehow they never found it. Well, where did that gun go? There was another guy with a cowboy hat. He's on video footage from the fight.
Exactly.
He was in with another group of people. You can tell because they all started pointing at his waistband. He goes up, once the camera gets into view, he runs up in front of the cameras, starts plowing into the crowd, trying to make it look like they're agitated and violent, but everybody was kind of like falling over because they weren't expecting it. And he turns around to the camera, picks his shirt up, and he's got a revolver in his pants, and he's pointing at the revolver, and he's got with one hand, and his other hand is covering up his face so you couldn't see him. And the vice guys are taking pictures, and once the photo op was done, he gets up and thanks the guy, pats him on the shoulder, and walks away. I'm like, holy shit, man. It gets good. It goes on and on and on.
Well, and that guy obviously never did any time in C2B or Rappahannock or Lewisburg or Northern Neck or Alexandria, did he?
Roy Epps.
No, he's a crisis actor. He was an active player, if not an undercover agent. And once you see the U.S. Marshals there, like I said before, when you find one, you find them all. They can't help but dress alike. They are a 5'11" clothing nightmare. They can't help it. And they got 5'11" pants, blue tweed boots or Merrill shoes, a nondescript blue checkered top or a blue jacket or whatever. And that was one of the guys, aviator sunglasses, mil-spec haircut. And how do I know this? I saw 5 marshals walking together, and it hit me like a break in the face. I'm like, those weren't FBI agents. Those were freaking undercover marshals, man. They had to have been. And he stripped the doors closed, trapping people inside, and they kicked the door open. And that's when you see more, all on one camera, man. Within an hour, you see Capitol Police involvement, MPD. The MPD were bringing body armor and helmets.
By the way, MPD, I think he's referring to it as Metropolitan Police Department, I think.
Putting it in a box, man. How do I know that? When they pulled the body armor, when the civilians pulled the body armor out, it said police on the goddamn flak vest, man, and the helmet.
Queenie, let him know from me too. I know he
in a
probably
box,
doesn't
man.
know, but...
How do I know that? When they pulled the body armor, when the civilians pulled the body armor out, it said police on the goddamn flak vest, man, and the helmets, dude. I was like, oh my God.
Shiloh, really? Well, Good for you and your son.
This, and I've been trying to say this, but no one is looking in body armor and helmets and putting it in.
I don't know if did you guys catch this? Somebody had put a bag down that had body armor and stuff in it, and people were taking it out, and it all said police on it.
Cover marshals, man. They had to have been. And he stripped the doors closed, trapping people inside, and they kicked the door open, and that's when you see more, all on one camera, man. Within an hour, you see Capitol Police involvement, MPD. The MPD were bringing body armor and helmets and putting it in a box, man. How do I know that? When they pulled the body armor, when the civilians pulled the body armor out, it said police on the goddamn flat vest, man, and the helmets, dude. I was like, oh my God. And I've been trying to say this, but no one is looking at the evidence, man.
Are you going to be able to show that? Are you going to be able to show that?
I can prove everything I have just told you. Everything. I would not say it if I couldn't. I was throwing this information out. I must have wrote like 150 letters. I'm throwing grappling hooks in the dark. I want somebody to listen to me. In SEER school, they teach you. Yeah, I'm about to go into that. In SEER school, survival, evasion, resistance, and escape. They teach you to get your message out by whatever means available. I was throwing grappling hooks in the dark to anybody that would listen to me. I wrote active players down. MPD with corresponding body cam numbers, times, dates, locations, all of it. And the next thing I know, I get the FBI to my cell. 4 of them showed up, and what were they wearing? 5'11" clothing. I didn't realize that 5'11" made spandex clothing. They looked gay. Anyway, so they handcuffed me and zip stripped me to my railing outside my cell, and they took all of my paperwork, all my legal.
Dude, I don't know if you heard, but they tied him to the handrail outside his cell, and they're ransacking his cell, and they're taking all his shit.
So they handcuffed me and zip stripped me to my railing outside my cell, and they took all of my paperwork, all my legal documentation, all my notes, everything about it, January 6th, all of it. And from that day, I don't get mail in here. I cannot send anything out or receive. I get nothing. And they monitor everything that I do. Now, had they had looked at everything that I wrote down, I probably would have been Epsteined by now. So I'm just...
You guys, Epstein has become a verb. He said he would have been Epsteined by now. That's hilarious. Epstein is a verb now.
I get nothing. And they monitor everything that I do. Now, had they had looked at everything that I wrote down, I probably would have been Epsteined by now. So I'm just kind of thinking that they didn't look at any of it. So, whew, man, in a nutshell, brother. And let me tell you guys something. Let me tell America something. If you settle for nothing now, you will settle for nothing later. If you don't take a stand for freedom, do it for yourself. Jesus Christ, get involved. Take some notes. Get involved for Christ's sakes. Dude, these people coming across the border, like I said before, across the border, this is a zombie invasion, man. And like I said, man, they are coming with an insatiable appetite and an unquenchable thirst. And their arms are outstretched, and they're moaning for all the freebies they can get. And they're going to take it from you. And this government is allowing it to.
You have 1 minute remaining.
All right.
All of you guys, man.
Hey, brother, I got a question for you.
I don't think he needs a lawyer.
I got a question for you.
He should do his own.
All right. What's the name of the boat going to be?
Okay, this is silly. So I'm going to not worry about that. But you guys, I had to play that for you because I needed y'all to hear it, because this guy he knows it. And yes, Annie Ben, vulgar violation of due process. I absolutely 100% agree. And I don't know, this shit is nuts. It's been off the rails ever since the desiccated puppet has been installed in the office. The liar in chief. I refuse to call him anything but that, because that's all he does is lie. I even replied to his stupidity. Granted, it's not him that's actually making the Twitter post, but I replied to him. I don't know if all of you guys saw. I don't know if all of you guys saw the little short I put out of Comics Liked It of me singing a song to Biden just to, yeah, it was just, I'm going to do that again too. I'm not hurting anybody. And it's not like I'm hurting your ears too, because I can actually sing. I just don't like to on here. It took me a lot of freaking balls to do what I did too. So. Anti-ban, the current sitting former vice president. That's hilarious. I'm just going to go with liar in chief. That's a lot less words, man. Lot less words. Oh, jeez. So, yeah, that's, I mean, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this video up. Oh, thank you, Kristen. I appreciate that. You watched it? Oh, jeez. Thank you. Jeez. Nobody's ever said that before. Thank you. You okay? Duke's under the desk. You alright? At least he's not snoring anymore. Thank you, Kristen. I really appreciate that. Queenie, I appreciate that, you guys. Thank you. So, oh, geez. You watched it over and over. Why would you do that to yourself? It wasn't that good. There's one thing I didn't like was at the end, the face that I made. Oh, my gosh. That was an evil-looking face I made. It was terrible. Thank you, Papa. I appreciate it, you guys. See, now, you guys I would sing for, but, aw, you got little dogs? My dogs wouldn't fit in my lap. My smallest dog weighs 45 pounds. And I'm looking over here because the chat is over here. On my... But I have it there so I can see if I get knocked offline like happens to me. I get freaking zing. Comics, you've been there for that. God forbid if I'm playing a Tom McDonald song, forget it. They'd knock my ass right offline and forget it. So, let me ask you guys a question. Kristen, all you guys here, what do you think about... Oh, Kristen, you went here for it. Oh, where'd I put it? So I have... When I reach 200 subscribers, I'm going to give away a movie that... it's an indie movie. It's not like this big, huge, frickin'... What the heck? It's not a big, huge, Oh, Annie Ban. Yeah, Duke's 70 pounds. He thinks he's a lapdog, too. I gotta show you a picture of what it looks like when I'm waking up. He's sideways across the bed, diagonally, and I'm, like, up here in the corner. It's ridiculous. Now, I need to find it so I can show you. But... at 500, I'm giving him away. Or a $20 AMC. Was it AMC movie ticket? Not sure. One of the two. This is worth more though. This is like a $40 thing. So, yep. That's what I'm giving away at 500. If I ever get to that, that'd be awesome. I'm still talking to you guys because I'm trying to find the damn video. Duke, what are you doing? Trying to find the videos. There they are. On top of my freaking... Oh. Sorry. It's right here. To Die For. And it's a good movie. It's really good. There's some inconsistencies in... I guess you would call it timeline inconsistencies that I'm not quite sure how that happened. Annie Ben, you gotta let him on the bed now. It's a lot nicer than that person. Okay, let me see. What I want to do is I'm gonna show you guys the trailer for anybody that's here that hasn't seen it. This is John Schneider, Bo Duke. He's got Maven. Is it Maven? Maven Entertainment. Yep. And I think his brother's in it too.
Flag.
All right. Okay. This is what I'm giving away at 200 subscribers.
What is your problem with the flag?
It's not my flag. That's your flag. Too many lies have been told to my people under the shadow of that flag.
I want you to take it down.
From where?
Your truck.
My truck, my flag.
Some people find it offensive.
That's his daughter.
What if I find them offensive? You gonna take them down?
Why not take the new trail?
Because I like the old trail.
It's my road too, Arnie.
I know, but there are other roads.
Come on. I got a shotgun. Seems to me some things are worth losing your job over, Maggie.
Not to me.
4th of July's over. Take your flag down, old man.
It's always 4th of July at my house.
All of the grass still grow and the water run.
Told you.
So this guy right here is standing here. He's looking at the front of his house because people were giving him shit about taking the flag down because he put a big flag up in front of his house. So he painted the front of his house. He painted the front of his house as the American flag.
What would happen the next time you touch my flag, Tonto?
What are you gonna do with that gun?
Don't get out of my yard, you'll find out.
And I can identify with Mr. Quinn's position on this matter.
Why the hell is everybody so damn worried about losing their jobs and so little worried about losing their freedom? Next time I'll cut a donut in your damn living room. Touch my flag again. In fact, that school is where I learned to say the Pledge of Allegiance in the first place. Indivisible. But you live under it now.
I live next to it. There's a difference.
Do you drink up enough nerve to tell me to go to hell yet?
Do us both a favor and take the new road in and out of town from now on.
It hurts me as much as it does you.
Yes, that's the guy from The Blind Side.
Somehow I doubt that, man.
I'm going to file the restraining order for the school.
Against me.
Crazy old man. With great displeasure and embarrassment that I find in favor of the plaintiff in this case, Miss Quinn.
You're going to jail, Quinn.
No kidding.
Somebody ought to put that dog down, put it out of misery.
Somebody ought to put you down, put you out of my misery.
I'll call the cops. Get those in jail.
Actually, I'm not planning on being around that long.
I have a right to take a knee. It's called freedom of speech.
You don't have a right to know squat. You gave that up the second your knee hit the grass. Why don't you just leave the country? You hate it so damn much.
Would it surprise you to know that I fought for your flag?
Very much.
Remind me why we did this again?
Not even Afghanistan makes it any less your flag.
Doesn't it?
I was willing to sacrifice my life for your right to take a knee. What are you willing to sacrifice for my right not to?
Pretty good. It's good. Like I said, it's an indie movie. It's got some... It's not the greatest movie. There's some stuff that you can tell where he's... Shiloh, you mentioned that. I'm going to try and find that. See if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that. Shiloh, what was it? Was it Latrell? I need to know what I'm looking for. I mean, like, what was the reason that what were you watching that this Texas see if I can find it that way. No, I need... Okay. Congressional committee meeting. Duke, come on, baby. I know it's time. I'm not able to find it. Hey. Seriously? You guys, I'm being told by the master of the house that I need to go because Penny needs her meds and he needs his CBD. Would you let me talk to them at least? I can't just get off. I can't just poof. I can't just poof. Wait a minute. Seriously? Always wink back. It might be a code. Yeah? You got anything else you want to add to that? You gonna tell everybody goodnight? I can't just drop off. I can't just cancel it on them. No! I can't just cancel it on them. I can't. Come here. Don't look at me like that. Come here. You little shit. Do come. Really? Really? Do come. All the way in. Knucklehead. Don't bark. Don't yell. It's not polite. And they can hear you. It's not polite. Silly boy. All right. I'm going to have to figure this out. You want me to... Sig, I just can't poof. I just can't poof. No, that was terrible. I'm not good at on the spot. Yes, Annie Band. That's exactly what it's like. Good boy. Uh-oh. Nope, not good boy. So my desk is like shaped like this, right? His face is right here in the corner. Look, all I see is his eyes and his nose looking at me. Yes, I get the hint. I wish I could show you guys. What are you doing? Oh, all right. I caught the hint. I'm pretty sure they caught the hint. My jailer has spoken. Everybody have an awesome night. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. Ground crew, you rock. Duke says you rock too. Yes, he does. And he's wagging his tail in wires. Can you hear it? Hey, Come out of there. Come out of there. You're going to unplug something. Then you're going to make me go off. Come on. You can't make me go off. Go off. No, I can't yet. Dude, would you go? Don't look at me like that. You guys, his head's here, and he's looking back at me like, WTF. He's giving me his WTF look. I've had this dog for as long... since he was smaller than his head is now. That's how long I've had him. March 3rd, he'll be 12. No, you didn't hear him, but he groans when he lies down. All right, Duke. Don't sulk. Hey. Hey, little man. All right, I gotta go. Love you guys. Ground crew, you're the best. And I really hope that I see you next week. If not, that's fine. Thank you for supporting me, spending your time here tonight with me. I really appreciate it. Have a good one, you guys. Love you.